already mindless, so let's start mining.
Yeah. Gotta get the mining portion of this Mindless episode in at some point.
Are you a Brit?
Wow, you
It's
can't.
embarrassing.
It's pushing me off. Oh, this is a good spot.
I'll choose you, Wall.
So, timer, anybody?
Hi.
Is that Fabe? Fabe's got it.
You got it?
I don't have it. I just said hi
Oh,
to
I
Poet.
got it. Hold on.
He tried to penetrate my hole.
Thought he was
I
saying
got it.
hi-
I got it. I got it. Hold on.
Wait. What did I try to do?
How long do we usually do this? 20 minutes?
20 minutes, yeah.
Oh my god, it's one of those days.
And I washed you out.
Okay, timer going.
All right.
Hi. Oh my
Hi.
god, diamonds already.
What? It's like 2 episodes long.
Holy I just got like 17 diamonds.
What? Okay, we gotta start over. This is
I got them all. Go away. Go away. Go away. Get out.
I'm assuming that's a poet because I didn't actually come mess with you.
Get out.
I think so too, because he's not near me anymore. Oh, diamonds, Poet, you messed up your situation.
So hi.
Where
Hi.
are they?
you're
Yeah, they are.
you're digging in my area.
It was
Fine.
tons.
Oh.
So does anybody have anything to talk about? Like 1.9 maybe? This is
I
a
was
good time to
thinking maybe
vent.
talk about 1.9. It's been out long enough. We might have some actual thoughts. on
Poet, do you have anything to say about 1.9?
I refuse to rant about it.
Oh, come
because-
on.
It's
This
no
is your
use.
chance. This is your chance.
Ooh, emeralds.
But I mean, it's been how long since the last update? Like, let's be honest.
Like a year.
Yeah,
yeah, about a year.
More than a year. I think the gap's been bigger between 1.8 and 1.9 compared to 1.7.1.8. I mean, 1.7.1.8 gap was already pretty
1.8
long.
come out though too. I don't know.
They've been working
I
on
think
this for a
one was
long
even longer.
time. And they've had a lot of, like, you know, they've released all these things. So they've did bug testing and
Lots of snapshots.
lots of snapshots and
Yeah.
Yet-
Then the pre-releases.
and yet
10 itself, I could take or leave, but I am surprised that it made it to release and we still have tons of bugs. Like,
oh
what
my
was the
goodness,
point of,
that
like,
is my
tons
thing.
of
release
bugs,
cycle? And
though.
it's like it still doesn't work. Why are we playing? Like,
Yeah, why has this been released when we've got so many bugs still?
Yeah.
My only thought about it is that they must have just released it to just get it released.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm sure they'll continue to patch it and stuff like they always do. But I mean,
Yeah. But I mean, there's no way that they couldn't have played this and seen these. That one bug, the flappy sound when you have a carrot in your hand.
Or any food.
The fact that when you're in a boat, it crashes the game.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, it did on me last night. We were going
they
so
weren't
fast.
on the boat until the last moment, so they never really figured out the boats. And let's be honest, what would Minecraft be if boats were working?
yeah, that's. I mean, I wouldn't even know what to
The
do.
horse,
with
the horse
Actually,
bugs were like are so bad now because even the mobs don't even look like they're riding the horses.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I noticed that with a skelly the other day. That was.
Yeah,
interesting.
with in one of my episodes, I didn't realize it when I was filming it, but when me and Win were watching it back, she was
It was so
pointing
obvious.
out that I was trying to shoot this skeleton, and the arrows were going right through him.
And you were like,
And meanwhile, the arrows from the skeleton were flying from the horse he was riding. That was in a completely different area, and so I don't know. It's little things like that. I kind of just have to wonder why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my only real complaint because the content I could take or leave. I mean, honestly, nothing that got added really does much for me, but I also probably could have played the snapshots and then voiced my opinion at a point where it would have mattered, but
At least they didn't release giant beavers or something. Call it a day.
at
See,
least we can rest soundly on that.
I had no idea it was. The only thing I knew that was going to be added was the dual wielding. Everything else, I'd never even touched any of the snapshots. Never looked at any of the things. I knew sort of the rowboats and stuff, but I didn't even know about beats or anything.
They
like, that was a
basically
thing.
took all the pocket version stuff. Like the beats were already in the pocket edition for a while.
Really?
Yeah,
The
it's-
beats
yeah,
were
yeah.
in the like alpha Minecraft.
What are beets for, though? Like, you can make a soup and that's
It's
it?
just another food. It has no other qualities.
Like,
which
I
in-
think the only reason they added it is because it was an alpha item. Same
Was
with
it?
the beet soup, yeah. And
think
they just released it as, you know.
like, oh, hey, nostalgia.
Yeah, we have these on file. Why not use them? Oh, good
Yeah.
idea. It'll make our update look more substantial.
I don't mind. I mean, they don't take anything away, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, but it doesn't add anything either. I don't know.
No, I don't really like soup foods because then you have the wooden
It
bowls to
caters-
deal
It
with.
caters to people who like farming stuff, or to like have gardens in
Yeah,
their base.
I mean, yeah, it does.
Some more variety for
I always
them.
kind of look at it like, if like, does it add any actual gameplay? That like, would it extend the life of this game at all? And I don't know.
You can breed pigs.
Well, the
now.
dragon fight, it's definitely something like
Yeah.
that you are able to.
You can have
defeat them
skeleton
again and
horses.
again.
Yeah, and admittedly, I mean, we haven't really gotten to explore much of the end stuff yet.
No,
which
I can't
covers
wait.
A lot of that stuff. So I mean, yeah, I can't complain too much. But I mean, like all the stuff they added to the overworld, the igloos. I mean, we can't find them on the server anyway, but. It's like even if we could, okay, so you see it once and it's mildly interesting, and
Yeah,
then,
you
Sort of like
that's-
the desert temple. You've seen one and then you're like, all right, so.
yeah, I mean, it's like, all right, yeah, it's a neat thing. I can look at the screenshots online and get as much out of it as anything.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's kind of, yeah, exactly.
But it is nice that they have some more structures. I mean, it's cool if you find these things,
Ooh.
if you explore. I mean, it's probably better if you don't know about them before you find them.
yeah,
But I don't think that's really possible
I-
nowadays.
30 diamonds.
I'd be more for if they decided to like actually add some life to like the ocean or something. I mean, I know
Yeah,
they
exactly.
I still consume like there's squids. I don't know. I feel like they could and buff
They
the,
added the water temples last update, which was kind of a
Yeah.
big deal.
but they're
like,
still so
just-
isolated. It does very little.
Yeah,
overall.
like if they added like even sharks or something, you know, it's
Okay,
just
but-
something.
I think it's
else.
actually a meme now that they should add sharks. Like that's
Oh.
been a request from people since Minecraft began.
Yeah, and I think unfortunately
That's exactly what I tried to come up with this new mob, the Guardian. They didn't want to use just a shark, just a random animal.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
because you know
instead-
jellyfish are so not random. Or I
squid.
mean squids,
No
yeah.
jellyfish. Oh.
I think
Squids.
I think they've even said if something's been done very well in a mod,
Crap.
it's been constantly requested. They're just not going to add it. I mean,
But they added horses.
yeah, but they even said like before when they started doing shields, people were talking about well maybe they're going to add. They even mentioned potentially adding like turtles or something to the game, but then like well we can't improve on the Mo Creatures version or whatever, so we're not going to do that.
Or they
I
didn't
don't
want to pay the Mo Creatures people for their models or ideas.
Yeah.
Does anybody have wood?
I have monster eggs.
Why don't you go down? No. I do have some wood, yes.
Yeah, I do too. I have a stack if you need it.
If you silk touch monster eggs, they just end up as stone. It doesn't read any differently, which is
Right.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rude.
Curious.
Curiouser and curious.
I don't know. I didn't know until I saw your episode, Poet, that they'd even added like skeletal horses.
I
and
didn't know
stuff.
either, yeah.
Cool.
When
'Cause,
we
like,
were
I knew
even-
that it was a rare thing, but
Yeah, I
didn't
thought
know.
they were more rare. They only were supposed to spawn during thunderstorms. I mean, I've
Well,
tried
that's-
to
I mean,
spawn.
That is
one-
when it spawned in.
Yeah, I mean, he had a strike of lightning and they showed up or whatever. So I mean, I think that's still
that
he just
they're a
lucky.
trap. Basically, you see one and then you go closer and it triggers them, and that's the lightning strike, and it makes
Yeah.
more.
They spawn in during a thunderstorm, 30% chance, I think.
Now, did yours despawn? I stopped by the stables and I didn't
No,
see. Did
we've
you?
got-
No,
we-
none of them despawn. The skeletons
actually-
did, but the horses did
They are
not.
normal horses, just with another skin.
Got it.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Although I don't think they can breed with the others, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably
they,
not.
they can't breed, no. But here's my thought about it, is that a server like ours that's been around for years, if there's a 30% chance that they will appear during every single thunderstorm and they don't despawn,
Gonna have hundreds of them at some point.
we're gonna have hundreds of skeletal horses just all around the place eventually.
I mean, that wouldn't suck. I mean, nobody uses horses, but
Do they drop leather?
I don't know.
probably not.
Probably
Do
drop
they
bone.
bones?
Yeah, bones and.
Do you think they changed it in the code? I wouldn't be too sure about that.
I don't know. Poet, let's go find your horse.
We actually have them all tamed in the stables.
I need your wood.
You can have my wood. It's only for
This
you.
is my tunnel, isn't it?
Maybe a little bit. See, there was this
caves
cave.
coming into other people's territory.
There was this cave, and straight ahead there was already another tunnel. So I moved a little bit to the right, and that might have been yours.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's where I went up there. But if you go back here, how did you find me, by the way? Like, look at this. This is where I came out,
This is my
and
tunnel.
then there was this tunnel here already.
Right.
So I moved a little bit to the right and dug, which ended up being exactly in your tunnel. I see.
I'm in a ravine.
Well, I'll just
Move to the
right
left,
too.
I suppose.
I'll move as well, and then whoever digs the next tunnel will be.
Yeah, he's gonna be disappointed.
disappointed too.
I don't know who messed that up. Like someone just stuck in this wall here.
Was
There
it
we
someone who found this ravine randomly?
I don't know.
Because I don't see any other tunnels in. Oh, there's one.
Which direction? We're going east.
have no
So
idea.
we're heading towards.
What's east?
I don't think there's
Yeah,
anything
no one
out east.
is young Yadson. But a lot of people. Was it you?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Making noise like that?
So, Fabe, one
Trying to
question I
fix
do
that.
have: has anybody figured out how to fix all the redstone stuff they broke?
What do they break?
Has Etho or any of them figured out the fixes yet?
Well, there's a couple new elevator designs, and there's probably a way to fix it. I haven't looked really into it yet. I mean, the item elevator, there's definitely a fix for that. Iron farms don't generally seem to be broken because AdSense is working, so mine must be messed up in
Yeah,
some
and
way.
Instance was never a very good efficiency one. So I saw you mentioned it seemed slow, but I think his
Yeah, I was
slow.
AFKing for a long time, and I only got a stack out of it. That seemed very little iron to me, but I haven't talked to him since then.
Yeah.
So how
might just-
do these redstone things break though? Like, what do they do to redstone to break it?
So what happened is that pistons with slime blocks, when you they don't push you up as much anymore. Like they changed that a little bit. I don't know exactly how they changed it, but it doesn't quite work the same way. So my slime block elevators don't work anymore, boosting
Aw.
me upwards.
I did notice that. I was in your base stealing things probably, and and I tried to use your slime block elevator, and I just kind of got pushed and then thrown. to
Yeah,
the
exactly.
side.
They don't boost you that much anymore for some reason. Especially like the first one already always works, but the second one never gets you. I don't know if it's an issue with timing that they change the timing a little bit, or if it's really an issue with the slime blocks. I gotta do some experiments in creative.
But
Probably.
what I don't understand is that redstone itself is a pretty intricate part of the game,
Ooh.
Mhm.
and it has a pretty good like people have used it for years now and have developed these contraptions. Why are they modifying anything to do with it?
I don't think they're modifying that. I think something else they do just messes with it, or
No, but they all already changed the pistons a couple of times, the timings, how long it takes for them to
But
extend.
why? But why?
Yeah.
Because there are still a lot of bugs with that. Like all these butt switches and all that kind of stuff, those are all bugs, and some of them
That-
really
okay.
on purpose because people use them for stuff.
Yes,
But
I understand.
There was like a lot of bugs that were like directional, depending on in which way you orient your redstone mechanism in the world, and
Yes,
that's stuff they tried to fix.
Okay.
So we can't
Yeah, I guess the things that we call features are actually bugs sometimes.
So we
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
have an endermite in a chest anymore or a minecart anymore.
is that completely broken now?
Yes.
Oh crap.
Yeah, so
Like-
the end farm is pretty much useless.
Hmm.
Have we
That,
tried
and that
both
was
though?
obviously I mean, they obviously didn't think that went through because it made end farms so easy and so like.
Can you not put them into a boat?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking about.
Yeah, you should be able to. Can you put no mobs in minecarts now, or is it just endermites that they've fixed?
No mobs, as far as I can tell.
Really?
See,
That
that's-
sounds like a bug. That's
That's
not.
unnecessary.
Well, that's what someone. That's all that I read. I don't know if that's true.
yeah, because
I don't know
so
if it's on
many,
purpose or not.
so many things are like absolutely necessary to transport with minecarts.
That really does not sound like it's on purpose. If you can put no mob into in the minecart, that doesn't make any sense.
No, because that's a pretty critical
Thing.
Right.
component of the game.
Some mobs you can't move in any way without that kind of functionality.
Right. Like,
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to
gas.
get your gas into the...
Yeah, good thing we
Yeah.
got that one in before.
And that is still in the minecart, so I don't know.
Is your guest still alive?
Yeah, it is.
Is he
Okay.
free?
Trying to blow up his
I
house.
almost killed it last episode I recorded, but
How did you almost
alive.
kill it?
Yeah, I wanted to get it out of the minecart last episode, and it blew up some of the glass, and then I just retreated. So it's in a very delicate state right now.
Can you splash those with regeneration or anything?
I would have to read up on that. Oh, I would have to try and
Yeah,
create it.
figure
I
out
don't
They're
wanna
not
kill
like
that
they're
recipe.
zombies.
Which
Yeah, it should work. So I might try that.
Preserve your gas a little bit longer.
I mean, hopefully in that cage it just is okay. But yeah.
The
Yeah,
other
the
thing
thing
I
is-
don't. Go ahead, Fabe.
The thing is that I want to get rid of the minecart so it actually moves his face around a little bit because it always looking to the side in the minecart, which is
Oh.
He's picky.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unleashing the thing upon the overworld, and we're gonna have to just.
I bet
Well,
MK really
that's-
loves that it's so near her base.
Yeah. I'm glad he enjoys it.
Totally.
Oh,
So, what else was added? Has anybody... We can't do the flying thing until we do the end.
Although that's gonna be.
That's gonna be a battle.
Yeah, that's gonna get bloody because there's only gonna be so many of them.
Yeah.
The thing is, I mean, I tried one in a single player world and I couldn't figure out how they work, and I ended up dying. So
They changed it just recently that
they
you have
don't-
to activate it.
they don't fly; they
It's
glide.
a glider, yeah.
So
It is a glider, yeah, which is good because I wouldn't want to have like a flying machine in
But
the
here's
game.
the thing: is that instead of giving me wings or whatever, I guess I could probably combine it with a banner. I'm guessing. Is that how they work?
Well, no,
No.
I think if you've got a Minecon cape, it automatically takes on
Yeah.
it's just your cape then. It doesn't overlay that, so your
Weird.
cape then function as
Yeah,
the
I saw that,
apparatus.
and it was ridiculous and stupid.
Tell us how you really
Because-
feel.
Yeah, because it's my Minecon cape times 2 because there's 2 wings, and it just looks really stupid.
Oh wait, so it takes on the texture. I thought it just would be like, okay, so your cape, your cape now works as the flying machine.
No.
No. It changes the texture, and they actually
Yeah.
did like new textures in the style of the cape. It's not even just the cape texture. They made the textures for the elytra wings according to the different cape.
And it looks stupid.
Are you wearing Iron Golem? Which one do you have?
I have
got the piston.
the piston
Piston.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just
I haven't seen the new ones yet.
it
Like,
looks really bad. It looks like they just retextured it. Like I believe you that they probably made new textures for it, but it just looks lazy.
I'm gonna
I-
get a new banner for my shield because the lower resolution my shield looks like crap now with my old banner design.
Yeah, I
But
need a
either
new
way,
banner
I mean,
design.
this
I like the rainbow, but it just didn't turn out the way I like.
it was something that I wanted to try out. I tried it. I glided. I took fall damage and almost died. And it was just kind of like,
Yeah, it's
well,
definitely something you have to practice to get it right.
yeah, but they don't last that long, do they?
I think you can
And it's
repair them.
Do they have durability?
Yeah, they
yeah.
have durability.
I think you can repair. I don't think initially you could, but I think you can now.
You can repair them, but there's still a limit to that. So you really got to use the Manding enchantment for those things.
Yeah, probably. Because yeah, I mean, there's a limited quantity of them, so
Yeah.
it's gonna get people.
I
Very-
hope no one is going to use them recklessly.
And by
Well,
recklessly,
it's
you
up
mean
to
just
the
with
person, I guess.
Yeah,
Some
if
will
you
have a
get
fair
it, get
limit.
one, then you have every right to use it the way you want.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, yeah, but if you keep losing them and then take all the others, we'll have to. I don't know how we're going to do that.
Put a rule that you can only allow 1 per person.
Just, I mean, maybe just start.
Well,
Get one and
Because I know that there are some certain people on the server who I won't mention names, but they are the type of person who would go and find every single one in the end and then use them recklessly. Yes.
I wouldn't know anybody like that, except for maybe I do.
Not
so
me.
what we should make sure the most efficient way to do it is just put Manding on all of them. So at least they don't run down the durability.
I know
If you-
Edson got Frostwalker on one of his villagers. I don't know if he's gotten Mending yet. so-
Yeah, I hope you'll find one soon.
I'm sure
I
we'll
don't
get it
think he has-
eventually, but
Yeah, Manding is gonna be really useful for
Have
all
you
that
guys-
armor stuff and all that not repairable stuff.
Have you guys tried out the frost walking?
yeah, Edson threw me his boots.
Yep.
He was streaming at one point, and I tried it out for a little bit. It's fun.
It is fun and it's kind of cool. It kind of like makes boats obsolete. You just walk
Yeah.
across the water.
For sure, because it doesn't use up durability when it creates
No, it
the spots,
doesn't.
so it's,
Oh, it
yeah.
doesn't. That's
No,
what I was gonna
it
ask.
Yeah,
doesn't.
I asked Edson that, and he's like, "No, it doesn't. It doesn't
It
use
just
up
you
durability."
can
so-
infinitely just walk on water.
Yeah.
That's gonna
You
change.
can't just stand there. Eventually, I mean, like the ice will break underneath you if you just stand still.
Yeah.
But if you're constantly moving,
You're
then
fine.
yeah, you can just walk across the ocean. I'm
That's-
excited with my
That's
ocean
gonna
base. I
change,
can
though.
build platforms and stuff with it without having to swim. It'll be nice.
That's gonna change. I know it will.
No, it won't.
Probably. I don't. But I mean, they're
Well-
supposed to be rare, so I mean, maybe they're just like, okay, you found it in a dungeon. Good for you.
That's
But
20
the thing
minutes.
is that like in every mod that's kind of done something similar where you have walking effects,
Usually
the
there's
durability,
durability
runs down when you walk. So I mean, the
Yeah.
fact that they're not doing it is kind of weird.
And maybe it's a bug that they're not. I don't know. But
No,
there's
it's a
No, I don't
feature.
think it's intended to wear down durability. It's just normal boots with a special effect.
Yeah, like your boots can eventually break too, like any
Yeah.
piece of armor.
I guess it's kind of like Depth Strider doesn't wear
Yeah.
down as you
Yeah,
swim.
it's-
So
yeah.
Exactly.
like that. Yeah.
So that's the time.
Alrighty.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.